With the upcoming Cave and Cliff update, we should be expecting to see a large influx of players returning to the game of Minecraft. This is of course great to hear, but I thought it would be useful to help you brush up on your Minecraft knowledge to get the most out of any survival world you will start on the new update. In this video I will be showing off 15 tips and tricks that you can use to get the most out of your survival world. Whether you're a new or returning player, or even a Minecraft veteran, there will be something in this video for you. Do let me know in the comments which of the following tips you found most useful. A video like this takes a long time to make, so it would be awesome if this video could get 100 likes. And also don't forget to let me know in the comments which has been your favourite tip. When people come back from a break, they typically load up a creative world just to mess around with the new content they missed whilst they were gone, and also to blow up any villages nearby. To help you with this, you can now press F3 and F4 together to get this new UI which lets you switch better between game modes, assuming your world has cheats enabled. This is very handy to know because it means you don't have to type out the commands anymore. You can easily press F3 and F4 together and get this new UI. I've also got a whole video dedicated to these awesome shortcuts linked down below and on the top right. Do you always get worried when exploring or caving that you're going to get lost and lose your base? Well, this trick will make you worry no more. Putting your coordinates on your tools means that you'll no longer need to rely on memory or the screwed up piece of paper next to you in real life. This is a simple and easy trick to do that will save you a lot of hassle in the long run. If you want to go back to your base, all you have to do is switch to your sword, pick, or any tool you've named with your base coordinates. Getting an elytra is probably the best thing you can get in Minecraft. It just makes travelling around so much easier. This next trick comes very handy when it comes to tracking down NCs. If you drink a night vision potion in the end, all structures and landmarks are now white, making them super obvious to spot. It can also in some places show you things that you would have missed, especially if they were just in the fog or the border region of your render distance. I love this trick because it actually worked perfectly for me, and it's actually how I found my first elytra. The Minecraft 1.16 update drastically changed the nether, and one of those changes brought this awesome trick you can do to avoid fall damage. With some good timing and practice, you can use this new twisted vine item to save you from falling from death. All you need to do is hold right click and pray that your positioning is correct. The more you do it, the easier it will become. That trick is super useful to know because it can make travelling the nether a lot easier and safer. Just like the trick before, we can actually do something similar but in the overworld. Using a few berry bushes and some smart placement, we can drop hundreds of blocks from the sky onto the ground in seconds without taking any fall damage. You can also MLG place them mid-falling if you're skilled enough, but I wouldn't risk it personally. If you're wanting to get fancy and flex on your friends, this tip is for you. Place a sign on your chest and put any kind of text that represents the item, and then place an item frame behind it. And then place an item inside of that. What you're left with is an awesome looking labelled chest that stands out quite a bit. This is a great way to label your chests so when you're in a hurry you'll know exactly where your items are. And this same concept can be replicated with pressure plates, which makes for a very awesome design if you're making a marketplace. A video like this takes a long time to make, so it would be awesome if this video could get 100 likes. And also don't forget to let me know in the comments which has been your favourite tip. This one is a classic. When you press F3 you get a lot of information about your game. You even get told what type of block you're looking at, even if you don't technically see it. So the next time you go caving and you're at the diamond level and you see a lava pool, you should definitely hit F3 and then scan over the pool. You might be missing out on good diamonds. When you build in creative mode, you can find yourself spending a lot of time replacing and then building that block back up again. But did you know there's been a shortcut for this for quite a while now? Instead of breaking the block and then right clicking to replace, if you press left and right click at the exact same time, it will just replace the block for you. When I found this out for the first time, my mind was blown because I've been playing this game for years and I didn't know that was a thing. This is especially useful when you're dealing with stairs because you can change the position of them without having to waste blocks by placing them. We've all been in this situation where you want a particular angle on a chair, but then you have to build up blocks just to get that position. With this, you don't need to do that anymore. And by chair, I mean stair. I've switched between the two more than I like to admit. This next trick is super useful and it might just save your life. If you find yourself drowning in an ocean, all you need to do is go up to a wall or even just make a quick pillar and then spam right click on a bucket to create an air pocket which will slowly fill up your breathing. You can also do this with a magma block and just hold shift so that you don't get flung up in the air. But to be honest, I'll always have a water bucket on me or some kind of bucket, but I won't always have a magma block, so I would probably rate the first one more. If you're enjoying the video so far, please like and subscribe, it goes a long way as I am a growing channel. I also have a Discord link down below. We will be hosting a 1.17 snapshot server and you'll be featured in my video if you join it. When going through an end portal gateway, you'll usually use an nether pearl just to get yourself through the portal, but it's not actually required. This simple trick can save yourself a pearl every time you want to use the portal. All you need to do is place down a trapdoor above your head and then open it. This will force you into the crawling animation and it's as easy as that and reusable. No more do you have to use an ender pearl. Do you ever get annoyed when you see mobs spawn near your base in areas you thought were well lit up? Most players these days play with the brightness setting on max. It can make the lighting very misleading, because it will look like your areas are well lit, but in reality they're not. So a way to counter that is to temporarily set your brightness settings to moody. Then you can start to see how bad your areas are actually lit up. After figuring this tip out, I make sure to do this at least every couple of days just so a creeper doesn't give himself an invite. The last thing I want is to come back from a great mining trip and then to get blown up by a creeper. It's a myth that dogs can't eat rotten flesh in Minecraft. They can actually eat it and have no negative effects. You can also gauge the health of your dog by the position of its tail. Dogs really are man's best friend. And whilst we have this cute dog on screen, here is a bonus tip. If you want to take awesome screenshots, try adjusting your FOV to suit the image you're trying to take. The better the FOV is suited to the picture, the more resolution and quality the image will come out as. It can also come across more professional if the FOV is correctly scaled for the image, and you don't have a lot of background noise. I'm sure the talented builders watching this video right now will use this weird bug to make something beautiful. When you have a half slab placed on water, the game still thinks it's a water block, meaning you can place a lily pad on top of it. This might be useful to some builders out there, but I thought I'd just throw it in, because it looks very cool, and just because I'm a terrible builder doesn't mean that this isn't a cool tip. If you're trying to collect wither skulls but you're having a hard time, you can take advantage of the fact that wither skeletons are 3 blocks tall. The easiest way to achieve this is to have 2 or 3 wither skeletons follow you down, then block them off and just attack their legs. You're basically just making a very sketchy mob farm with a little bit more effort. If you use an iron ingot on a golem when they're damaged, it heals them up to 25% each time. This one's a classic, but there's a lot of new people in the game that might not know this one. Essentially all you have to do is place a campfire underneath a cauldron and then it makes a cool smoke effect. This builder trick is very cool if you want to show off what kind of helmets you have. People are always looking for simple build designs that make their building stand out. This is definitely one of those. It literally only takes 3 items, and you can push the boat into any position. For our next glitch, we can actually remove and customize end portal frames and replace them with anything we want. First we need to position a mushroom. To achieve this, we need to go to the middle of the block of the portal and staircase down. Here we can then place a mushroom and use bone meal. If you repeat this step on all 4 sides, you'll have a frameless portal. You can then go back and add in any block of your choosing. This one's well known, but every year millions of new players come to the game, so a lot of people might not know this trick. When falling from high distances, relogging at the final moment will remove any previous falling distance. This will only work on single player. For our next glitch, we have a method of seeing underneath lava. When you first do this, it can be quite hard. If you're going to attempt this one, I would recommend loading a creator world and just having a feel with it. But once you manage to pull it off, you can see all the resources underneath lava, and this can include debris. Technically, lava is a block. This bug allows you to not really bother with powered rails on your minecart track. This is extremely useful if you want to travel over large distances. All you need to do is place a boat and a minecart and they'll collide, making an infinite free boost. Don't you just hate it when you're farming wood and then suddenly a giant oak just spawns and ruins your day? They're just so annoying to break down, and if you're someone like me who hates leaving floating trees, you know the pain. But did you know that if you plant trees in a swamp biome, it's impossible for it to grow a large oak, making your farming experience stress-free? But that's it, 15 tips and tricks you can use to make your next Minecraft survival playthroughs better. If you made it this far, you must have really enjoyed the video, so please consider subscribing if you're not already, it helps out a lot as I'm a new channel. And don't forget to drop a like and let me know in the comments which was your favourite tip. I have 2 more videos on screen I think you'll enjoy.